and welcome to your April reading. So this is very interesting. So what has come up for me first for you guys is fork in the road. That's very interesting to see here, fork in the road. So when I look at this card, it's telling me here that there's a few different directions you could go in for this month, and there might be a few different decisions you're thinking on, especially when it comes to work and relationships for you guys, because we've got the Page of Cups coming in here from your recent past. So I feel like you may have just met someone that's been important to you, and you might be in a relationship with them, and you might be going to and from whether to pursue the relationship or not. This could also represent some fun elements in your life as well. So whether you're going to go off on a trip overseas, you could be thinking about work passions as well as something in your careers that you're looking at, and you haven't quite made a decision yet about it. I feel like though for this month in April, with all the planets in direct, that you're going to be able to make those decisions though moving forward for yourself. So Gemini people, you're very good communicators and you love working with others as well. So you guys are great when it comes to relationships and also intuitively knowing which relationships are good for you as well. So Gemini people tend to surround themselves with people that are supportive of them as well. So this is interesting to see you guys in two minds. Also Gemini people, you tend to have different aspects of your personality that you express to different people. So when you're in two minds, you can literally be in two minds, and that's your star sign. It's like here or there, here or there. So making a decision for you guys sometimes can be quite challenging because you tend to jump from one thing to the next. But this month is trying to settle on a decision will be very important for you guys. So when the fork in the road comes up for you guys, I'm not entirely surprised when it comes to your star sign. It's tough for you guys to make a decision on some things sometimes for you. Listen to your higher guidance. So we've got the monkey up here. Monkey? I think it's like a monkey or chimpanzee. But this is really telling me here is about listening to your higher guidance and your wisdom. So your intuitive, your wisdom up here, your intuitive selves, and stepping back and perhaps having a really good think about what it is you want to do. So you tend to not step back at times and have time to yourselves. You've got a lot of energetic things happening in your in your lives, and you tend to be quite busy people. So this is a good time to have a think about really taking some time to yourselves and thinking through some decisions you need to make. So you guys are really good thinkers. You know a lot. You're very you know a lot about a lot of different things. So this is a good time to really utilize some of the knowledge you've really accumulated and thinking about some of the decisions you need to make. Also, we've got death and rebirth here. So this is telling me this is a time of powerful change for you guys. So death of the old, embracing the new is important for you guys. So letting go of some of the things that could have been holding you back in your lives. So this is a good time of change for you in the way of quite important changes. When we see death and rebirth, this is all about letting go what is no longer needed, the death of things that don't need to be in your lives, embracing some of the new stuff. So this could be even people that have held you back in your lives. Really have a good look at your social circle, the people that are in your lives, even in your work lives as well. You need to be surrounding yourself with people that are supportive of yourself and your decisions. So here at the top of everything, we've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and we've got the Knight of Cups. So a lot of the focus this month is in romance for you guys. I feel like you're definitely thinking about your decisions when it comes to romance. So these are the people in your lives that you're thinking about in relationships. whether that you're pursuing this or you're not going to pursue this. So it's interesting here, when I see the Knight of Cups in this card, so this looks like the perfect person, right? Like this is one of those fantasy type people you might see on the front of a romance, historic romance novel or something like that. We've got the guy with flowers and there's the white horse, and it looks like he's offering you the world here when we see this. So there's different aspects of the Knight personality. There is the good and the bad. So he tends to be a real romantic when we see this person, and he just showers you with flowers and lavish dinners and things like that. But sometimes what can happen here is there's not a lot of substance behind the Knight of Cups. So you might be feeling like the wool is pulled over your eyes a little bit here. So having a good look at the relationships you're in, whether it's work relationships as well, is the wool being pulled over your eyes here, especially with the Knight of Wands in the reverse position too. This is the more of a negative aspect of the Knight of Wands. So we're seeing here that this person tends to burn bright for a while and then they step back and they disappear. The Knight of Wands is quite good at that. They can really come in and they're very, very passionate and they're very motivated, and you'll get bunches of texts and calls from them, and then all of a sudden everything stops and it disappears, and you're left wondering with, oh, well, what happened there? They're in, they're out, and you might be finding this relationship is stop, start, stop, start. So I'm feeling like you guys are really in between worlds here when it comes to some of your relationships. So it's really good to see whether this is going to be good for you or not. So the focus this month might be a little bit on your relationships with your romantic relationships. So that's where I'm really seeing some challenges that you might be facing with here. So it's a good idea to step back from this and have a think about how you want to pursue it moving forward. Is this good for me? Death or rebirth card. Is this going to be worth bringing into my future with me? Is this what I really want? Because it's the death of the old self that you've been for a little while, the person you've been for a while, and it's time to embrace your new self, utilizing the new energies here for this month for you. Good, positive energies, people that you want in your life is very important for you to move forward, because when it's not working in relationships, it can drag on other parts of your life as well. So not repeating some of the same old patterns that you've been repeating. So if you're in a secure relationship and you're finding it's turbulent, really talk to the person. Talk about what is going on and being expressive of yourself. You're good at doing that, Gemini. Tell them how you feel. This is very important. So another thing this month is the star that's coming up for you guys, the star. So this is exposing the true you, Gemini. It's not wearing all the different personalities this month. This is the true you. It's important to balance your emotions this month. It's really, really good to do that. Expose who you are and you'll see it flourishes for you. This is a card of hopes and dreams being realized for you. So we've got the star up the top here. This is telling me your crown chakra is going to start opening for you. You're going to start balancing all that beautiful chakras, and you're going to start to really recognize that about yourself a little bit more, that you need to bring in more balance into your life. Also here with the Knight of Pentacles coming up over the top of this, this is about getting a bit more stable about your physical world, probably the home, probably your work, and really sort of just knuckling down a little bit more and having a bit more focus there. So if you felt like you've been out of focus in the work stuff, it's time to start grounding that for yourselves and making some good decisions when it comes to your work and it comes to the home as well. I feel like in the house and where you rest your head at night needs to be a bit more stable for yourself as well in order to make some really good decisions and things. So moving forward. Now, interesting for this month, Page of Swords coming in here. So this is telling me here that you've got some new ideas that you may want to pursue this month for you. So that's a good thing to do, is really getting focused perhaps on your studies and perhaps on your work and making those ideas real for yourself, because I feel like that's going to start happening for you, is making more of that really move forward in those areas. So you're going to make some progress there. So that's good to keep that focus in there. So I feel like some of the relationship stuff may have been a bit of distraction, but try to start focusing on your work stuff, your studies, and perhaps if you are studying, to get really knuckled down in that, because I feel like there's going to be some good progress forward there for you guys. And letting go of some of we've got the Six of Cups and we've got the Ten of Wands, some of the stuff you've been carrying around with yourself. So I feel like there might have been things that happened when you were younger, and perhaps weights that you're carrying around with yourself that have been holding you back when it comes to focusing on work stuff. So try to not bring all that in all the time. I feel like you've been bogged in a little bit with emotional stuff when it comes to work. Maybe things happened when you were younger that you were disappointed with. You were carrying a lot more weight, so perhaps you were doing a lot of work in a lot of different areas. You might have been taking on all these different jobs and things like that. It's time to remove some of your burdens for yourself this month and focus on you, yourself, your career, your wants, your desires, because you do deserve that, Gemini. So this is time to really narrow in the focus for yourself. That's important there. Okay, moving on. So here I'm feeling like Temperance, that's going to come in. That's a major arcana card. So this is a time to think about your health and well-being for you guys this month, inside and out, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So this is a good time to start thinking about perhaps exercising in like some beautiful areas like yoga, or something that's gentle and relaxing, and something that's going to nourish your well-being for you guys. So if you enjoy walking, getting out in nature, really nourishing that meditation, eating good foods for yourself, perhaps steering away from any negative influences for you. So it's a good time this month to focus on your health and well-being, because it's going to flourish if you have that good focus there. So that's really important. Also with the Four of Pentacles here, that fits in the reverse position. So this is interesting. This is good to see. This is telling me that you are thinking about letting go of all the stuff that you were holding on to. So this is a card where you tend to be like, oh, I'm just not going to move forward on this. I'm not moving forward on that, and I'm not making a decision. So this month I feel like you're going to start to make some good decisions for yourself. So this in the reverse position is good for me, because you're going to start letting go some of the stuff you've been holding on to, especially when it comes to work-wise. I feel like there might have been delays there and you've been holding back on making decisions on things. You're going to start to let go of that and move forward on the things you want to move forward on to. So that's really good to see there for you guys. Now with the Devil in the reverse position in guidance, that's good to see in the reverse position, because this is telling me any negative influences or where you felt trapped are starting to let go for you. We've also got the Four of Wands, and I feel like you're going to be celebrating a few things here. So it's good to see that where you've been feeling trapped and where you felt like you couldn't move or make a decision, and you got comfortable in perhaps a toxic relationship or something that was toxic in your life. It could have been a work thing as well. There's a celebration here for letting go of this toxic energy. That's beautiful to see here. So if you've been battling with something that's been not so great for a while, it's good to see that there's changes happening there for you. So really embrace it. If there's something you need to let go of in your life that's been quite negative, quite toxic, holding you back, it's great to know that you can let that go. Now here we've got the Nine of Swords. This is telling me your anxieties. Perhaps you've been having sleepless nights with some of the things that have been happening. You've been waking up and you've been worrying about certain things. this is telling me that's also turning away as well. You're going to start to be more restful. You're going to be able to start sleeping better. So that's really good to see here for you guys, Gemini, because this is a card of anxiety and worry. So some of this is going to be turning around for you. And also, lastly, we have the Star in the reverse position too. So you're going to be starting to turn around and be so much more hopeful about all these beautiful new things coming into your life. You deserve to have good relationships. You deserve to have good things happen in your life. So I feel like this is going to be really, really turning around for you. Even though I see this in the reverse position, it's okay, because this is towards sort of around the middle, end of the month. You're going to start to see really good things turn around for you guys. So whatever's been sort of holding you back is moving forward. So it's beautiful to see. And it's beautiful to see you're divinely protected as well. So if you have felt unsafe at all, and if you felt like the universe hasn't had your back, this is a card of a reminder, and the rune as well, that the universe does in fact have your back, and you are divinely protected with your guides, your spirit team are there. The universe certainly does. So they're helping you out here. So if you feel like you've got a toxic situation you need to let go of, be brave and do it. This is a month for not entertaining any of that stuff, and to cleanse the old away and to embrace the new. So that's important there. So wonderful for the sign of Gemini. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I hope this reading was helpful for you, and thank you so much for your energy and your time today. See you later.